Hi, I'm Alex and I'm a researcher at QUT. I just sequenced an undiscovered part of the human genome. I'm a little confused about how patent law works, so I'm going to give my friend Alex a call. She's a law student. Hey Alex, can you help me lodge a patent over some new genetic material I just identified?
Sorry Alex, but you can't lodge patents over genetic material.
The case of Darcy and Myriad Genetics ruled that the isolated BRCA1 gene, which you know is an indication of susceptibility to breast cancer, was not a manufactured creation. So even though the researchers had manipulated data to locate and sequence the gene sequence itself was not invented. It had already existed in its natural state in the body. The judges ruled that the key part of the gene is not its physical structure, but the information embodied within the arrangements of nucleotides. This information isn't made by humans, it's simply discerned. Additionally, if a patent like that is allowed, it would be infringed no matter what method was used to test for it. And a pathologist or researcher like you wouldn't even be aware of their infringement until they actually located the gene.
Unfortunately, you can't patent the genetic material you discovered. I'm sorry I don't have better news for you.
Oh, that's a shame. What about a new medical diagnostic test I created? It relies on genetic material. Can I lodge a patent over this new method?
Yes, in 2019, the federal court confirmed in Sequenom and Ariosa Diagnostics that diagnostic methods remain patent-eligible subject matter in Australia.
The case involved Ariosa's Harmony prenatal test and its potential infringement on Sequenom's patent on a method for detecting the presence of cell-free fetal DNA in the mother's blood sample. So Ariosa argued that Sequenom's patent was invalid as their method did not define patentable subject matter. The court found that while the substance of Sequenom's claimed invention was premised on naturally occurring genetic material, so the cell-free fetal DNA, it built on and practically applied this DNA to provide a new, inventive, useful, artificial method of detection of specific genetic material. The method was directed at identifying DNA with a particular characteristic rather than DNA itself. It created a non-invasive new method for prenatal diagnosis of potential fetal abnormalities, blood typing, and sex determination. It was found that there was human intervention and an artificial state of affairs was created throughout the flow of the method. Therefore, Sequenom's methods were considered to be patentable subject matter.
So, in short, yes, you may be granted a patent over your new medical diagnostic test that relies on genetic material.
Okay, I think I get it. So I can lodge a patent for my method to discover the genetic material because that's a practical application of an invention, but not over the genetic material itself because it's naturally occurring and all I've done is discover it.
Exactly, you've got it.
Okay, thanks so much for your help, Alex. Bye. Hopefully my patent is granted.